Do you have your daily Stoic book?
It's upstairs, sorry.
Do you remember what today's
Uh,
daily Stoic?
Title is? No, I don't. Even though I copied it down.
You don't remember the topic or the point or the
Hold on.
Stoic message?
Let me think.
So I thought we'd give a try to review this on a morning basis, since you've made us a fresh cup of, I'm hoping this is High Mountain Jamaican
it is. It's
coffee.
High Mountain. It's High Mountain.
And so we'll cheers to a High Mountain Jamaican coffee. Oh, bless up. That tastes good, actually. So, good job on that. Well, let's see if there's a way for me to jog your memory with Google search, and then we'll see where that goes. Okay.
Okay.
So, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself or where you're coming from as far as a generic basis without mentioning names and keeping it about the personal growth of everybody?
Oh.
So I guess you'll go by Gloria and I'll go by Rockman, and we're going to do the daily Satire and Satori show update and give everybody something to pause for the daily miracle. Maybe over coffee. That's definitely what we're using. So we come from Boomer background.
Boomer's old. Don't even use that anymore.
And we come from Gen Next, whatever it is after Boomer. So we can
I don't identify with any of those things.
provide a perspective that might cross that border at times, and at times from the different side that you would normally anticipate. Today is Thursday, March 6th, 2025. You'll drink to that?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
It's a good day.
Well, let me jog your memory a bit and you can give me some of your insights on it. March 6, 2025 is titled How to Keep Hope Alive.
Really? Not. I don't
Some
think
common Stoic principles include accepting what is outside of your control, focusing on what you can control, differentiating between what you can change and what you can't, embracing adversity and obstacles as fuel for your potential, wishing that everything happens as it will rather than to wish to as it would. I think I know what that means. Working for the common good, matching your needs and wants with what is in your control. Embrace what nature has in store for you. Do you want to anything jump out and grab you?
Yeah, the focus on what you can control, really that is That's the key, I think, to peace. Peace comes from having being very cognizant of what's under your control, and that aligns with preferences, because I prefer to wake up to the sunshine today, but I can't control that. So to hang your happiness on the weather is going to put it at a point where it's not going to be attainable, and you're going to create a lot of anxiety for yourself. And so I think it's about refocusing. And maybe the weather is very generic, but if you want something, for instance, when you're dating and you just want to be dating a particular person and all of that, and you have a lot riding on that, and you're really, really nervous and anxious about making the best impression, or, if it's work and you want a certain project or promotion, or to work with certain people or certain departments or anything like that, it could cause a lot of pressure. And if you have to present something, you are concerned about not getting a proper response or messing up. But really, if you think about it, all of these things, there's a lot of things out of control. The certain person that you like may not like you, and perhaps that's a blessing if you look at it that way, because they're probably not the right person for you and can make you miserable. So you're dating someone and they break up with you, and you are devastated, but really looks like you're relying on exterior to make you whole. So where you need to look is within yourself. Because why does it matter? Oh, they don't want to date me anymore. Okay, well, I guess I wonder who I'll be dating next. That opens up a whole other door. And, Bob Marley said that when a door closes, another one opens. And so same thing with work and projects and being concerned about people and certain bosses. All you really can do is control how well you perform. So are you mailing it in, or are you bringing your best? So if you're bringing your best and you don't quite move up to where you want to be, you're leaving fragments of positivity and greatness out there that will come back, and it will fester. These are little seeds, and that's why it's really important to be positive, because these little seeds will flourish. And have you ever been in a room where people were talking badly about other people, and you kind of get dragged into it, and then you turn around and that person walks in the room, and you didn't even really feel that you wanted to criticize this person, and you just sort of were not thinking and kind of fell into the moment, and now you deal with the embarrassment of they heard what you said and you didn't even start that conversation. Don't even go there. Don't even engage. And so where I think the cancel culture is taking that to the extreme is, because I would say, maybe if these people are negative, maybe you don't need to hang out with them. But don't take it to the extreme where you cancel them, where you avoid them, where you won't even work with them, you refuse to hear them or whatever. Just be cognizant of who these people are. And I don't think it's ever good to cancel, but be aware and excuse yourself from a situation if you have to be with them. And excuse yourself from the conversation and move on to another more positive conversation. But all of these things are just all dependent on you, coming from a place of self-worth and value of yourself. Your value doesn't come because this person you're dating. No, it comes from yourself. And there's a good chance you'll actually, great people for you will gravitate to you when you value yourself. And they say this all the time out there. You gotta value yourself, but really, how do you do that? There's no recipe for that. But one thing I found was really useful and helpful is reading Stoic texts. Even if you don't understand them, just open them up and just start reading it. At some point, There's this perfect storm, and everything that you've read, all the culmination will just come together, and it makes sense to you. So you just have to start. And I really think Stoic philosophy is a great place to start for anyone who's feeling a little lost.
Yeah, so, that's the very stoic view of it, and I do not disagree with it, but coming from it in a, different headspace, maybe more the boomer headspace is definitely not represented by this, but I really like embracing what nature has in store for me. So, what does that mean? It means, surprise me. And it's probably an outlook which a lot of people talk about, wanting, but it's usually wanting if it's the surprise is a positive surprise. I find it equally engaging when they're negative surprises. Now, I'm no gluttonist or masochist or whatever the term is looking for pain, but I'm just saying I embrace without prejudice immediately, and then, often I'll gossip or complain about it after the fact, but I just focus on it. And I enjoy that. I enjoy not knowing what's going to happen and executing as much control as I can in the limited control that I do have, in this life. So that's why I want to get painted at the entrance while you're exiting. Exit to Babylon on the driveway. That way, remind you, hey, you're going out into the real wild world. This is run by all sorts of crazy rules and individuals and uncommon consequences for seemingly non-dangerous so-called laws being broken. Life out there. So it is a jungle, and it's going to be more and more jungle. So it is good to have a grounding and, look at the things you can control, but then also at the same time, try not to look too hard at anything and just embrace what you can with 100% of your focus in the moment. I think you'll do good. I think we give ourselves a lot of stress about how we're going to handle problems, and I think that's just because we're obsessed. We have a lot of time in our hands with all the conveniences of modern civilization, and people don't just sit around and tell stories anymore. We tune into our phones, not even TVs as much. So it's a changing dynamic, and there's only two ways to take it. One is painfully, and the other one is going with it. So I think, like they used to say in the 60s, go with the flow, and in the 70s with groovy, meaning, just find the groove and go with it, groovy. I don't know what we said in the 80s, probably something like funky or disco-y.
Casual.
Yeah, the 90s was the beginning of casual, I think, and now in the 2000s, I think we're all very well medicated with nature's medicinal plant. So there's a lot less stress and hostility, but that also coincides with a sexually confused youth. So, hopefully everyone gets better and goes with the flow. And that's the March 6th, 2025 inaugural Thoughts Over Coffee of the day with Gloria and Rahman. Bless up and peace out. May whoever you worship be with you today.
Ciao, bye.